big news in the wrestling industry, and it's also sad news and also angry news. But Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon has done it again and has let go of more superstars. And fuck superstars. I don't work for him. I'm gonna call them what they are. Wrestlers, motherfucker.
He calls them superstars?
They're not allowed to be, like the commentators, they're not allowed to say certain words. They're not allowed to say wrestlers, belts, straps, wrestling moves. They have to say entertainment, superstars. They need to call them superstars.
Oh my god.
They need to call it WWE Championship. They can't call it a title or a belt or a strap. Wow. He's a weird man. He's a fucking weird man. But anyways, he fired he fired Buddy Murphy, because he's always gonna be Buddy Murphy to me. Fuck Murphy. He fired Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Lana, and Ruby Riott in the middle there. What the fuck? All of these guys are amazing at what they do, and not to mention Braun Strowman, the big guy with the beard, with a very long beard. The company has spent millions of dollars on him, building him up, training him, just trying to make him the better performer, and he got fired.
Why do you think he's doing this? Like, were they working in recent times? Were they on wrestling fucking matches?
Here's the thing, man.
I'm sorry, superstar matches?
Yeah, I mean, look, Braun Strowman, the one I'm talking about, okay, he was getting paid $1 million a year, and he just fought in WrestleMania, the biggest stage of them all.
Wow.
Mind you, all the other ones, they weren't using them. I don't know why. They're all amazing. Well, except for the blonde. They're all amazing. So, except for the blonde, she's just worthless. But it's okay. She's going to go to wrestle with her husband in the other company. Look, here's what's really going on. This is something big and something that people are theorizing, and they might just be right. But it turns out that there is a man named Nick Khan. And Nick Khan is, he's a guy who recently got appointed by Mr. Vince McMahon to take over this, vice presidency. And reorganize and structure the company. And then he got promoted to be in the board of directors. And so now even he has more pull than the actual man who supposedly owns the company. Yes. I think they personally own like 18% of the company. Their little group, the McMahons, which is not a lot of the stake. Already, there's another investment group that owns more than they do, I believe. So they don't even own I don't think they own the majority stake anymore. But this man, Nick Khan, is the one that's making these decisions. Now, he's not thinking like a guy who watches wrestling. He's thinking like a businessman.
I was about to say, who are the people who are in charge then? Yeah. Like, they probably don't watch fucking wrestling. They're probably watch fucking like soap operas, because that's all I fucking see when I see those fucking things, dude.
Yeah. With WWE sucks. It's a show for kids.
Yeah.
It's not a wrestling show. It honestly isn't. Look, Braun Strowman, because we don't know a lot of these guys' contract, but Braun Strowman, he was getting paid $1 million per year. The blonde had a multi-million-dollar contract for a couple of years. So they were already high paid. I imagine these other guys were getting paid at least $700,000, $800,000. But they weren't using him. And for this guy, the suit who just took power says, why are we paying all these guys so much money if you're not even using them? Get rid of them.
That's a good point.
Get rid of them.
It's honestly, that's why I was asking, like, were they even fucking wrestling at all?
No, which is a shame, because I'm telling you, they're good. They are good. It's a shame.
They just don't know what they have, I guess.
No, they do. Vince McMahon is, look, he's like you said last time, he's a Pokemon. He wants to collect them and then not let anyone play with him. And then he has his 5 favorites that he plays with all the time, and he has all the rest in his closet. And he doesn't care if he doesn't play with them. He just doesn't want anyone else to play with him. That's what he was doing. But after COVID, it's been getting too much expensive to keep that toy box, keep paying that toy box every year that you're not fucking using. This man here is cleaning house. Now, there are other people out there in Wall Street who are saying that whenever a huge company does stuff like this, where they're cleaning house and shit, that really the only reason they're doing it is to sell the company. They're getting ready to sell. So now we have the rumor that the WWE might be going up for sale.
To who though? Who's gonna buy it? Who has the money to buy it?
Everyone. Disney has the money. NBC has the money.
But Disney's
Comcast.
Not gonna spend the money on that.
Somebody will. This is a huge company.
Who's the TV network that has ownership of the WWE?
NBC already bought their app. Peacock bought their app.
Yeah.
So even though they don't own the company, they own all the streaming stuff.
Yeah.
And all the past pay-per-views and all the digital library, they own all that shit. But who is going to own the live circus, the traveling live circus? That's what it's going to come down to. If he does, it's kind of odd because he has kids.
Yeah.
Why would he sell? Or maybe it's no longer in his hands, and this is somebody else's decision.
Yeah.
And the suits. And if they sell the company, he gets sold with them. Because he's the CEO or whatever the fuck you want to call him.
He's an icon.
Yeah, and he could get fired by the next person who owns the company.
That sucks. It sucks for him.
Here's the weird part. Within the last year, his daughter-in-law his daughter and son-in-law, Stephanie McMahon and Paul Levesque or whatever, they have been selling their stocks. They have sold over $8 million in stocks. Their own personal stocks, their shares. They have gotten rid of them.
Wow. What? Okay. You think it's part because? Well, yeah, obviously it's because of COVID. They can't really be selling tickets, so they've been losing a lot of money in just the tours.
Well, they're about to starting back in this July. They're about to start touring again.
Yeah, but I think they're just like adjusting a hole in the fucking like buckle. You know, the whole like.
We lost money. Well, we need to get rid of some weight until we get it back.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going on.
So you don't think they're selling?
I don't think they're selling. I think they're just trying to make ends meet, basically, so that they can like pay for the tour. You know, because they're saying, well, we're spending so much money on these people that are not doing anything.
Used.
Yeah, so we can use that money for the tour.
You can't make it seem. You can't make it seem like they suck, because they don't. They're just not being used. They're
yeah.
I don't understand why they have a 3-hour show on Monday.
The reason why they haven't been using it is that's another thing. That's another problem. It's probably like people that don't know about wrestling. They're saying like, no, well, let's keep these guys going. Are people still watching? Good. Okay, great. We'll leave it like that. We're not gonna make changes. You know.
Yeah. Don't add anyone new.
Yeah, they're not completely invested in like the whole like story.
Thank God for all the other wrestling companies out there.
Hey, like shit like this, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel and check out the full podcast on the link to the right, where we discuss more topics we don't post on these short videos. Peace.